We have seen some positive signs, including a reduction in violence and a large degree of transparency in the process. But we are aware of problems and allegations of fraud. We have personally faced the challenges that Nigerians across the country have struggled with in recent weeks, the absence of cash to pay for transportation, food, and other basic needs. Important conclusion that I would like to emphasize. It is our opinion that in the aftermath of elections, candidates are free to approach the courts or electoral tribunals for a review of the election process towards establishing whether or not the electoral process was compromised or not.
And comparabilities with what happened in 2019 and now. And the thing that stood out for me positively was the sheer numbers of young people voting, a lot of first-timers voting, and their enthusiasm. And by goodness, they needed enthusiasm because sometimes polling stations didn't open until other polling stations had closed. So there were talks of people in lines for 9, 10, 12 hours, and by God, they were determined to vote. And I thought that was very heartening, very heartening. Obviously, the elections took place amid a complex security situation in the country, in several parts of the area of the country, as we know. And this had a knock-on effect of the voting process within those areas. Notwithstanding the violence, some of it deadly, in certain parts of the country, my own observations coupled with...
The thing is that there is no 100% free, 100% fair, 100% credibility or whatever. They all vary in degree. So, you know, you asked if we would like rate this as free and fair. So we have to look at that scale of 0 to 100 and see where we think it fits in. And it's not anything that we can do right now because we don't have enough information. The whole thing is not finished yet. There are disputes, and we are sifting through lots of information.
I saw was a relatively calm situation. The only stress that was there was people trying to find their names on the registration list. And that was a kind of stressful event at that moment. But I found the INEC staff reacting to that very professionally. And then they gave people numbers so they could queue in a nice way. And that also gave me an opportunity to speak to them. So at that particular polling station, things were fine. So I could say that INEC there did a good job.